What happens when a leader sees ethics as weakness? When power is no longer a public trust, but a personal weapon? We've seen the answer, and his name is Donald Trump. Welcome to the Renaissance Spirit. I'm Scott Layton, and today we're tackling the ethical failures that threaten democracy itself. This video has been written for an audience of one, Donald Trump. Because if any modern US president needs a refresher on political ethics, it's him. But this lesson isn't just about Trump, it's about us. Political ethics isn't some abstract theory. It's the foundation of democracy. It's what keeps public service from becoming self-service, and institutions from becoming personal weapons of power. So why does political ethics matter? And why does Trump past, present, and future serve as a masterclass in what not to do? At its core, political ethics answers fundamental questions. Do leaders serve the people or themselves? Are laws meant to be upheld or bent to personal will? Is democracy a system of trust or a game of get away with whatever you can? In a functioning democracy, power is a public trust, not a personal asset. That's why we have checks and balances, anti-corruption laws, and ethical codes to prevent leaders from using their office for personal gain. But Trump has pushed ethical boundaries further than any modern US president, testing the limits of our democratic institutions. He didn't create this crisis. He exploited weaknesses in a system that, for too long, relied on norms rather than enforcement. From election denial to self-enrichment, his presidency has been a case study in ethical erosion. Nothing reveals a leader's ethics more than how they handle defeat. And when Trump lost the 2020 election, he made a choice one that tested the very foundations of American democracy. That choice led to January 6, 2021. A leader with ethics would have accepted electoral defeat, upheld the law, and ensured a peaceful transfer of power. Trump, he did the opposite. He spread false election fraud claims. He pressured officials to find votes. He stood by as a violent mob stormed the Capitol, a textbook case of subverting democracy for personal power. Then there's his business dealings. Ethical leaders divest from personal businesses while in office to avoid conflicts of interest. Trump? He kept profiting. Foreign dignitaries booked his hotels, government events were held at his properties, and he faced lawsuits for financial misconduct. And now in 2025 we face mass firings of civil servants, using the DOJ against political enemies, stated intention, unchecked power. Even some congressional Republicans are starting to rebel. But Trump can't dismantle democracy alone. He needs enablers willing to trade ethics for power. Enter Vance, Elon Musk, and a new breed of loyalists turning corruption into strategy. If Trump is the maestro of ethical erosion, then his orchestra is full of willing players. Vance, who once called Trump America's Hitler, now auditions for VP by embracing everything he once condemned. His transformation is proof that political ambition often outweighs moral conviction. Elon Musk, once seen as a tech visionary, now controls one of the world's most powerful communication platforms, raising serious ethical questions about his role in shaping political discourse, reinstating extremist accounts, amplifying conspiracy theories, silencing critics while boosting Trump's propaganda, and everything he's doing with Doge. His control over a key communication platform blurs the line between billionaire influence and authoritarian ambition. But these figures aren't just Trump loyalists. They are symptoms of a larger crisis. In today's political climate, ethics isn't seen as a standard. It's dismissed as weakness. The world has seen this story before, and it never ends well. Under Trump, the US abandoned global leadership, alienated allies, and emboldened autocrats. He flattered dictators like Putin and Kim Jong-un. He weakened NATO and undermined international stability. And now? NATO weakened or abandoned. US alliances strained, if not broken. Democracy further eroded. Meanwhile, the civil servants who hold government together are under attack. Trump has promised a full purge of government agencies, as he has been doing, replacing experts with loyalists, a classic authoritarian move. But this isn't just about one leader, it's about a dangerous shift in global politics. Across the world, democratic backsliding is accelerating. From Hungary to India, Brazil to Russia, we see leaders testing the limits of democracy, chipping away at institutions, and rewriting the rules to stay in power. Trump isn't just a US problem, he's part of a global movement. And movements don't stop unless people fight back. At the Renaissance Spirit, we believe history isn't just something to remember, it's something to learn from. The question is, what will our legacy be? Will we defend democracy, truth, and ethics? Or will we let demagogues like Trump dismantle them? History doesn't end, it's shaped by us. Will we choose wisdom over ignorance? Justice over corruption? Democracy over authoritarianism? Democracy doesn't die in a single moment. It erodes choice by choice, action by action until it's too late. Live the Renaissance spirit. Stand for truth, ethics, and accountability before history repeats itself. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and take our quiz to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. In our next lesson, we'll dive deeper into political ethics. What is ethics, really?